This is actually the signature project of Hands on Charlotte's 9/11 week of service and remembrance. We wanted to do something really special to be able to commemorate the 10th anniversary of 9/11, and we thought what better way than to build a park in a neighborhood that hasn't had one for all the kids who've never been able to just walk down the street and play at a park. Partners that help fund what's happening today include U.S. Airways, Home Depot, Newell Rubbermaid, Bank of America, Cox Enterprises, Goodrich, Duke Energy, and of course Park and Rec has been instrumental in helping to just make this day happen. Hands on Charlotte's role is basically to raise the funds necessary to buy the playground equipment and the lumber and the mulch and things like that is necessary. And we've also been the interface on the volunteer side, helping to recruit mostly from the organizations who are helping to sponsor the event and making sure they had the information and tools necessary to be busy today. You know, what's pretty amazing, with the first day is we have a lot of Home Depot associates who are volunteers. We've heard there's actually been a crew that drove up from Columbia, South Carolina, another crew from Florence, South Carolina, to come be part of this event. And with Home Depot, the nature of their associates are, they're not getting paid today, they're not on salary. These are all people who are giving up their day off to be here to build something. That's pretty incredible. Total amount of money that we helped raise, and that includes financial donations, in-kind donations, was up to almost $100,000. And when you think about what we're going to be able to do with that, with the volunteers who are helping to put it in, how cost-effective that is. But you look in the long term, there are kids in this neighborhood who will have the opportunity to play with their friends at a great playground. There will be people who will be able to use the community gardens to grow food, to feed themselves efficiently. And there's going to be walking paths so people can stroll on a Saturday afternoon with their family and their friends. When you think of all that, what that means to a community, that's priceless.
There was talk of giving Lincoln Heights a park, and was originally over on the other side under some those Duke Power wires. And the neighborhood really rose up and said, that's not a good place, that's not where we want our children to be hanging out. And so they decided to buy this whole area of, a lot of homes there down this side of the street that were not in great shape. And so the county went through and bought up all those parcels, and they said, this is going to be Lincoln Heights Park. And Park and Rec decided, Lincoln Heights has waited a long time. Not that we waited silently or patiently, but we did wait. And so finally, Hands on Charlotte and Park and Rec decided, your time is now. Regardless of whether the bonds sell or not, you all need a park. And so this is what's happening. We have got this beautiful equipment over there. We're going to have a lovely vegetable garden. We are just so thrilled that the park is being, and this walking trail. Our seniors will have a lovely place to walk. Some part of it will even be shaded under the trees as it walks around. It's just going to be awesome. Well, the Neighborhood Association has always been involved with this park, and from the very beginning when it was supposed to be down under the power lines, right up until today. I think of all the people who have been continually, repeatedly showing up at every meeting about the park, comes to mind Mary Cherry and Ruth Sloan. The two of them, Mary Cherry, more so than anyone other person in this neighborhood, I think, has worked closely with Laurie Saylor in helping us get this part of the park up and running. Mary's been here. Ruth was here this morning. Mary was here this afternoon. They have been right, my right hand, my left hand. With respect to this park, they have been right on it at every stage. But the whole neighborhood has been behind it. The whole neighborhood has shown up and shown out at every meeting. They have shown up and shown their interest and their involvement and their excitement about this. With respect to closing thoughts about this park, I guess I would sum it up as you ain't seen nothing yet, because this is just the beginning. We're going to have our children's playground, we're going to have our vegetable garden, we have our walking trail, but we've got other things planned for this park. We've got some basketball courts that we want, we've got people in this neighborhood, when there was nothing else here, they would string a volleyball net between two trees and play volleyball. We're gonna honor that, and we're gonna have a volleyball court. We're gonna have some exercise stations to go with our walking trail. So we've got a lot more planned for this park, but we are just excited that we're on a roll. We're on a roll.
Well, we have been overwhelmed with the number of volunteers that would like to help build this park. I'm going to say about 700 volunteers that will be volunteering over the next yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And from corporations and businesses, faith community, neighbors, everyone's pitching in to help.
So we have employees coming out all 3 days to work these shifts and build a playground. It feels good to help the community. It gets us out of the office to enjoy the weather and do something good for the neighborhood and give them something they've never had before. So it feels great.
I came from a community like this, so regardless if it was funded by United Way or the company I work for, Vanguard, being helping, I think anything to give back to the community, the adolescents in general, is a good thing.
All right. Everything's going real good. It's a beautiful day, not really too hot. U.S. Airways has 10 people out here this morning, mainly from the engineering department, and we're having a great time.
And on behalf of Hands on Charlotte, Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation, welcome to the dedication of Lincoln Heights Community Park. This is a park built by volunteers in tribute to the 10th anniversary of the tragic events of September 11th.
And here in Charlotte and across the country, we honor and remember the victims, the first responders, and our courageous military men and women by giving back to the communities many of them gave their lives to protect. And I am truly humbled, Lisa, by the work of Hands on Charlotte and all of the volunteers in this community, your community, who have worked diligently on this beautiful park, which is going to serve Lincoln Heights and this neighborhood for so many years to come. Your service, all of you, is the most profound way that we can honor the heroes of 9/11. And it is a reminder that Americans have always and will be stronger together. Thank you, and each and every one of you have a great time at this beautiful community park, and God bless America.
So thank you all for being part of this. Thank you all for, in the symbolism of creating the future for our children, for healthy living, for that connectivity, for the future of our community, for being part of the great symbol that this park and this dedication provide to inspire all of us to give a brighter future for everyone in our community. Thank you so very much.
This is what this park is all about. Now, we've heard about 9/11, and they've said that to us, but I want to talk about the real reason for this park. This park is here to make sure that this community will have a safe spot in it. All the people of Lincoln Heights, stand up. I want to say thank you to you for being here today and making this happen, and to the workers that came and helped us make sure that it took place. We certainly do appreciate it. So again, I say to you, all of you, thank thank you. Let's keep this for our babies, for our senior citizens. Those of you who are young, come out here and patrol this park. Keep it safe, keep it clean, and make sure that we can have a wonderful experience in this neighborhood. It's all about the neighborhood. Now what I want you to do is touch the person next to you. Hold that person's hand. And I want you to hold that hand in the air. And it is because of our hands and holding together, making things happen. I love you, you love me, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. God bless you.
I want all my Park and Rec staff to come up here, worked on this. Ed Schweitzer, Partners for Parks. Come on up here now, don't be bashful. Get up here. Jeff Robinson, Gray, come here, and Lori, come on over here. Lori Saylor's been working hard since the Hats Off luncheon. Give her a round of applause. Gray Clemmer, Jeff Robinson, Richard Reed's back here, Ed Schweitzer. Now just listen for a second. What do you hear? Lots of kids playing on the playground. This is really what it's all about. Just a quick thing to say thank you for all that everybody has done to get us to this day. About a year ago, with no money, we said we're going to get this park done, and we're not done yet. We're a long way towards it. So everybody here that helped, everybody that donated, to all of our corporate sponsors, and Lisa, I want to give everybody a big round of applause and thank you. Thank you very much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What channel is it gonna be on?
Say hey to the camera, G.
I like to climb up and down a little bit.
These dogs are done right here.
All right.
And just leave these two on. All these are good.